Hey guys, okay, so today for no particular reason, I have decided to share things that amuse me because there are some things that are just funny to me, and I don't know if this is because of the way my brain works or if it's just random. I don't know. But here are the things I think of when I hear the word elves. I think of Santa! Which is pretty obvious. I don't think I have to explain that one. And then there's the baking cookies in a tree, the cute little elves, because you like the cookies. And I like those ones that taste like the Girl Scout cookies, like the Samoas with the coconut and the caramel and the chocolate all on top. So cute little elves. That's what I think of. And then there's the old cobbler. Again, it speaks for itself. The fairy tale where the guy goes to sleep and the elves make his shoes for him. But then I think of construction workers. And now, stay with me on this one. Construction workers, because I'm from Louisiana, and when I'm driving down the road, there's a lot of construction going on right now, and I actually haven't driven in Louisiana in a while, so I don't know if it's fixed or not, because I'm actually living in Nebraska now. But every time I would drive through the construction zones, I would never see any of the workers. And if I did see the workers, they were off like on the side of the road, like enjoying their box lunch, or they're just sitting there doing nothing, like taking a cigarette break or something like that. So I have a theory that some construction workers are actually elves, and that in the night when no one is driving on the highway, that's when they come out and they fix the work, because the work gets done. Somehow it gets done. So I have decided that construction workers are actually elves. And then there's another thing that amuses me, like Louisiana-based TV shows with inaccurate accents and geography. Like I was watching True Blood the other way, which, by the way, I don't recommend if you have children in the house because it's very graphic. But they were talking about going to Ruston to see a band play, and I'm like, where is a band gonna play in Ruston? I mean, there's Rabs, but that's it. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of inaccurate. And then they're talking about going up to Monroe, but the place that it's based in apparently is called Bon Temps, which literally means good times. But it's a French name, so I'm assuming that it's like a down south kind of place because it's got like moss hanging all on the trees, but everybody's talking in a country accent. So northern Louisiana is more or less the region that has all the country accents, and then there's central Louisiana where people don't really have an accent at all. And then the further you go south, you get like Cajun/New Orleans accents, and New Orleans is like the no accent with a little bit of the Cajun mixed in. So I'm like, okay, where in the world or where in Louisiana is this TV show actually based? But I do have to say, I have to give props to the guy that played Neil in Once Upon a Time. I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now. But he can do a really good Cajun accent, and it's actually pretty accurate. I'm not going to lie, it's pretty good. So he's like, yeah, you're going to go say that Pyrodo for me, yeah, me? I don't know, stuff like that. I can't really do it that great, but anyway, so Louisiana-based TV shows that have really weird accents, because the guy that's supposedly the vampire, he has more of an Alabama accent than anything. Like the main character, her name is Sookie, and he's like, Sookie. Like, who says it like that? No. Anyway, so everybody else is running around with country accents they're okay. I don't know. Most of them sound okay to me, but some of them just sound totally fake. But that's just me, because I've lived in Louisiana my entire life. So, then another thing that amuses me is people who state the obvious. Like, y'all drive safe now. Okay, I was gonna drive reckless and, with reckless abandon. That just, I don't know. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna drive safe at all. I'm just gonna go 120 miles an hour in a children's zone. Yeah. Anyway, and then there's the obvious "you're skinny" comment, which it doesn't really bother me. Now, I'm just gonna say this, star asterisk point. It doesn't really bother me. But when people start saying, you must be anorexic or you must be bulimic. No, I'm not anorexic or bulimic. I don't throw up my food. I do actually eat food and I like food. It's just my metabolism is so high and I come from very small parents. So, yes, it's the obvious, but I'm working on it though. I am working on it. My goal is 120 pounds. So, I'm doing that with Herbalife. If you don't know what Herbalife is, search it in your search bar, which is up there. And then there's another, well, it's not really an obvious statement, it's more like an obvious question. It's like, why is your hair like that? Gee, I wonder because I did it like this on purpose? Do I have to give a reason why my hair is partly blonde and partly brunette? Do I have to give a reason why it's short all the time? It's my hair. Who cares? So those are the things that amuse me. I hope it amused you as well, because I'm just sitting here bored, not doing anything. So yeah, peace.